Hey friends, welcome to Tori Talks TV. I'm Tori.
And I'm Dr. S.
All right, on this episode, we'll be reviewing the Netflix series called I Am Not Okay With This. All right, take it away, Dr. S.
So I kind of stumbled upon this because, as you know, I'm a sucker for the teen angst shows.
Yeah.
What I didn't know was that it was also like a superhero origin story.
Oh. Origin story.
It's an origin story.
Tell me more.
So it's based on the graphic novel by Charles Forsman, who I don't read graphic novels, do you?
I don't either.
Yeah,
no.
but he is also known for writing the comic books that The End of the Effing World is based on.
Oh, yeah.
Also a Netflix show that was really popular. So they're really like angsty, dark shows.
Yeah.
And so this one follows Sydney, who, so like a year prior, her father commits suicide. And she is kind of dealing with all that. It's kind of like a sad origin, but she kind of discovers that she has this like anger issue and it like explodes so she can kind of like make things move. Is that like
it was kind of cool.
Telekinesis?
Yeah, telekinesis, exactly.
But she doesn't quite like know what to do with it. And so she has this like friend neighbor, Stan.
I love Stan.
I know.
He's my favorite character.
Yes, for sure.
I just
Stan,
had to say that.
He's just got this like cool nerdy vibe.
That's for him.
And like, oh, did you notice how like, were you kind of confused by like the era?
Yes.
I was like,
I still don't know.
I think that this is kind of like a new trend, like kind of like in sex education.
Yeah.
Where you're like, when is this?
Is this 80s? Is this 90s?
Yeah.
Or is it just like how people are interpreting that nowadays?
Right. Because
Yeah.
she had like her Doc Martens, but then they were like texting on iPhones.
Yes.
So then I was like, okay, so, and it is like a kind of like town that's kind of like affected by like recession, it looked like.
Oh, yeah.
You know, like the old cars.
For sure.
So I think it was kind of like this out of place kind of like fantasy.
Kind of like it. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
neat.
so that was kind of cool. And Stan kind of discovers that Sydney has these powers and he kind of wants to like take her under his wing and like figure out what this is. So I was really intrigued by this because I did not know that it was going to get dark.
Yeah.
Like so dark.
Oh, it got dark.
It got dark. And then so Sydney has a best friend, Dina.
Yes.
Who I kind of felt bad for her because Dina was like her best friend. And then Dina became like busty and beautiful and kind of like...
Because they bonded over the fact they were both like the new girls in town. Yeah, that's right.
And then so Sydney kind of like gets sad when Dina has this new boyfriend, Brad, who's like a total jerk.
Such a jerk. Yeah. I didn't like him at all. Yeah.
But there's kind of cool things throughout this show, like little like breakfast clubby moments where they like have detention in the gym.
Can I say that that's what I was going to describe it? I have it here. I said it's Breakfast Club meets Stranger Things meets Carrie.
Yeah, yes, totally. Starts with that Carrie moment, right? Where she's like,
I have to show that picture.
Yes, please
I have
do.
a picture.
Because you're like, what is happening
That
there?
just sucked me in, though. When I saw that, I was like, wait, where are we going with this?
I kind of had to watch it from that moment, too. Because I was like, what's
great with that.
happening?
I know. But, and then I was like, oh, like, it's like Carrie, but like, it has its own little...
Yeah.
So I thought this show was really a mixture of cliche and originality.
Yes.
Right? It was influenced by all these shows, but it did its own thing with it. And so it wasn't too cliche.
Yes.
In that respect, yeah.
So I'm going to spoil a few things because, hey, I don't think you're watching if you haven't already watched the show and know about the graphic novels. So
spoiler alert.
Get this. Okay. So this is based on a graphic novel. The novel ends. It's just a novel. It's not a series.
Right.
At the end of this, so we are like trying to figure out what happened. Like, why is she covered in blood?
Yes.
So at the end of the series, we learned that Brad, he's such a jerk, is about to reveal her secret.
Yes.
So she like gets so angry that she pops his head.
Didn't see that.
I did not see that. I was like screaming. I was like, what just happened? So that happened in the graphic novel.
Okay.
But get this. So does it seem like there's going to be more seasons?
Yeah, it's like it just set it up. Yeah.
Like no brainer, right? There has to be more seasons.
You have to go on.
It's ready. So get this. In the graphic novel, it's way darker. So she's like mental illness is like, she's dealing with her father's suicide. She like goes to that treehouse thingy.
Yeah.
And she pops her own head.
Stop it.
She kills herself. So it's like suicide.
Like her dad.
Yes.
Because he had the same infliction.
It's very dark.
If you want to call it that.
Well, so no sequel in that graphic novel.
Well, I want to say that was one of the most exciting scenes. Thank God she did pop her own head because it was cool when that little smoke monster person came and was like, okay, you ready? Like, she's ready to tell her what's going on. Is that her dad?
I know. That's what I want to know. So, like, the scene is set for her to, like, become some type of superhero, but a dark one.
Really
in the
one.
Netflix show. Like, it's ready to go, but just FYI, she's dead.
But they're just gonna...
My mind is blown that she blew up, literally.
No, wait. That is crazy.
Isn't it?
But there's gonna be another season, right?
That's what I'm saying.
Because they didn't blow up her head.
I know.
Or is that the first...
I don't know.
Is that... I don't know. I can't imagine.
I know.
Well, they didn't end it that way in this series.
No, so I feel like there's more, and I like the characters. Like, I want to see more of Stan and Dina.
Stan. You know what I also really liked about it? I'm such a sucker for acting. Like, I know. I'm not an actress. How would I know what good acting is? But a lot of times it becomes the same old, like, like super dramatic and, like, eye twitches.
Yes.
Before, and, like, weird little, like, flutters of the eyes. And like, these actors were totally... natural.
They're like raw.
Natural.
I feel like they picked them up like off like the street, like a high school, and they're like, you know what, you would be great in this.
I hope that's how it happened. I know.
I don't know that this is
Stan was one of the most charismatic characters I've seen in a long time. He was so good. You know what I felt bad about was Dina's character. I felt like it didn't get developed enough.
We didn't learn a lot about her. Okay. We saw like Stan and his dad, and there's definitely something there.
Yeah.
But like with Dina, you're right.
There was a little disconnect because they're supposed to be super close, right? But it felt a little disconnected because I don't think we knew enough about her or their relationship. Just that they bonded over being the new kids in town.
Yeah.
But, and you know, for me, you know, there were only 7 episodes, but it started off really slow for me. The first 3, I was like, I get it. There's something going on, but when are we going to get to like the meat and potatoes of it? So, but then the last half was awesome.
I was like,
I was hooked. Yeah. Yes. I really, I like where it's going, and I just wish that it didn't take so long to get there. But I also appreciate that these weren't hour-long, drawn-out, even more.
Yeah,
so you can't complain in that respect either. Yeah. There has to be another season.
I would definitely check it out if there's another season.
How could there not be? They didn't end it that way, so...
Yeah, she's like, we gotta know where she's going. Like, well, we know where she went, but like, what's happening next?
There's also, yes. Just, I feel bad for saying the first half wasn't great, because this first scene was great. So that was really great. The
I kind of forgot about it, though.
The very first
and then
when
the head blew up, I was like, oh, that's right.
That is really crazy, though.
Oh.
She can't kill herself. She's got to use this power for good.
I'm still in shock that that's how it ended, right? She blew up her own head.
She feels bad. I mean, he was a jerk, but he didn't deserve to go that way.
She couldn't live with the guilt.
Yeah. I guess so.
They could have worked it out another way.
Have you heard anything about a season 2?
I've heard that it's like in the works. Like, okay. I don't think it's official.
Okay. If it is, we're going to review that one too.
Will.
Yeah. All right. Well, that was awesome. Very cool. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and comment and subscribe and let us know what you thought about this review. And if you've seen it, let us know what you think about this show. And we'll see you next time. Thank you. Bye.